So now on to the business of wiring. This is a wiring diagram for a telly. This is a Chinese telly. I don't imagine they're significantly different from the American-made three-way switches. They do look a bit different, but I think they probably function the same way. I've never seen one up close, to be honest. For the sake of brevity, we're only going to be considering the state where the volume knob is up to full volume and the tone is rolled all the way off, so fully counterclockwise on the tone knob. Now I've colored the tone part of the circuit the same as the pickup part of the circuit, just to show you how they relate to the input-output wires that come in from the jack. I've made them dotted lines though, so they're going to stand out easily. When the switch is in the bridge position, 1 connects to 4 and 5 connects to 6. You'll notice that 4 and 5 are soldered together. I think that's common, or at least that's been the case I've ever seen with these Chinese telly switches. They always seem to come that way. In the middle position, 2 is connected to 4 and 5 is connected to 7. And in the neck position, 3 is connected to 4 and 5 is connected to 8. So in a typical telly situation, 2 and 3 and 6 and 7 are also soldered together. Now the signal path comes in from the tip of the jack and goes to the center of the volume pod. And when the volume is all the way up, 100% of that signal goes to the switch, which would then go to the pickup or whichever pickups you chose. In the bridge position, the signal goes to 1 and 6. 1 is empty, but 6 goes to the bridge pickup. In the middle position, the signal goes to 2 and 7, ultimately to both pickups equally. And in the neck position, the signal goes to 3 and 8. As with the bridge, it only goes to one pickup, in this case, the neck. So as you can see, the signal is also sent to the tone knob in this arrangement, and because it's rolled all the way off, the high frequencies are bled off, and then the overall signal is going to wind up being very dull and warm. Now, if you only had one pickup, you wouldn't need the switch necessarily at all, and the circuit simplifies to this. Again, if the tone knob is rolled off all the way, then the highs in the signal are bled off. Now in my case, I'm stuck with the telly switch, so instead of it doing absolutely nothing, I want to use it like sort of like an Esquire. In an Esquire situation, the 3 positions on the switch allow the solitary pickup to be either 100% rolled off, which is in the neck position, 100% bright, which is in the middle position, or allowing the tone knob to actually select the tone like normal. Now, consider this. Whenever the tone is rolled all the way off, the knob doesn't actually need to be there. And I think we could actually wire that path directly through the capacitor and to the ground. Now, in an Esquire wiring diagram, I do see a 3.5K resistor in there, but I'm sort of wondering if that isn't there to try and balance the bridge and middle positions, so that if you are going through the tone knob, but you have the tone rolled all the way off, the resistor makes it sound exactly like what the pot would sound like. I, however, want to use the tone pot's position on the control plate as the input jack. So the bridge position, I'm just going to have that as dead. Now I think there might be a buzz if I don't ground the number 1 position. I know that the switch is grounded, but it's certainly not going to hurt. So I think that's just going to, I'm just going to do that to be safe. So I'll have in the bridge 1 grounded for peace of mind, so there's going to be no signal. The reason I chose this is because the bridge position is the most inconvenient, I find, in a telly control plate situation, because the switch kind of crowds the volume knob a bit. In the middle, this is going to be my primary playing position, and there I'm going to have full brightness on the pickup. And then in the neck position, this is going to be the American woman position, where the tone is going to be 100% rolled off. So anyway, everything works, and my wiring idea worked just fine. I've got the 3-way switch with a dead position, open bright position, and a tone roll-off position using this capacitor right there, and it works exactly as I expected it would, so that's great. And it's quiet too, so I'm not getting any weird noise out of it.